Do you think about a food, any seasoning or material of any kind, pick it up in your kitchen? It is also revered by the world as gold, more precious than diamonds. They even fought a war for it or not. Don't be quick to despise things we don't expect to its use, as well as its value to the outside world. Maybe they're even weapons. It's made a lot of money. In today's video, let's try it with the top one. What are the 7 foods? It is considered the gold of the world. How high is its value elsewhere? And check. Is there anything you accidentally forgot? Olive oil, you Mediterranean treasure. What do you think olive oil is suitable for? Salad or vegetables? Or vegetable soup? Or this delicious barbecue, for example? If in Vietnam, the sole spice of every meal is a cup of fish sauce. In the Mediterranean region, olive oil is considered the soul of every meal. From grilled salad to fried. People here love this oil. Thanks to unsaturated fatty acid oil. Good for heart and blood pressure. For them, a drop of olive oil isn't just a spice. It's also a symbol of longevity. In the Mediterranean lifestyle, olive oil use symbolizes for harmonious combination between good health, delicious taste, and the precious moments of life. Known in the Mediterranean, it's an almost ideal environment to grow Liu's umbrella. The production of olive oil dates back thousands of years, so the use of olive oil is continuous. Historically speaking, the people of the Mediterranean have a strong passion for olive oil. Many people living in the Mediterranean said, "Once you get used to olive oil, I also uses it. A lot of olive oil in dishes. Why does the rest of the world? I don't like olive oil." The first probably comes from taste habits. Purely olive oil with fresh grass flavor. Characteristic slightly bitter and pungent taste. This taste goes well with salad or bread. But it's overwhelming, deviating the traditional flavor of Asian or American cuisine. Asian dishes are often sautéed, stir-fried or deep-fried at high temperature. Liu olive oil is easily modified, and they produce harmful compounds, while the Mediterranean have a relatively healthy diet like salad, so they're quite compatible with olive oil. Due in part to olive oil, it was used thousands of years ago. In the countries of the Mediterranean, it is recommended to take 12 tablespoons of olive oil daily. It gives the Mediterranean a long life, and that's the secret to women's beauty. The next spice can be said to be Vietnam, overflow land, but in the world, it's causing a really bad fight. More than gold. Black pepper. Vietnam is full of the world called black gold. Eat noodle soup. Then make a little pepper. Eat sauce, eat salt, but the lack of pepper is a big mistake. I hear a lot, eat a lot. Where in Vietnam, pepper is also available. Pepper. It's just a very ordinary spice. Only in Vietnam we are. That is, but do you know? This particle that seems so tiny. It's black gold again. Used to make spice wars. All over the world, or not. It's called the king of spices. Pepper. It was one of the earliest traded items between the East and Europe. In the Middle Ages, pepper is also used as a currency of dowries and taxes. Today, maybe pepper is just a common spice. It's nothing. But in the Middle Ages, pepper was extremely valuable. They're even called extremely expensive black gold that only the rich have access to. According to a book written about pepper, there was a saying like this: "Pepper is too popular today, widely used and indiscriminately." Meanwhile, black pepper used to be a rare food and expensive. In the Middle Ages, people could rent houses and marry with pepper. To the 16th century, when the Portuguese began to lose their trade monopoly, pepper is worth more than gold if calculated by weight, and in fact, it was once accepted as a legal currency. I only know when I hear it. Actually, this little grain, compared to gold and diamonds back then, it's really number one, outside of the 6th century value that pepper had before. Then the present, one AI can doubt the use of black pepper about the ability to stimulate the taste buds, as well as health benefits. That's why black pepper become a popular spice in the world. Is there anyone here who can't live without pepper? Remember to leave your share below the comment section. Duck fat is special liquid yellow but little noticed. It is different from honey, which is sought after by many Vietnamese. Duck fat, one of the world's most lauded liquid gold. It's not too common, specifically as in Vietnam. Duck fat is not popular for use as cooking oil or daily processing flavor, like lard or vegetable oils, or sometimes chicken fat. Vietnamese people often prefer lard or oils, like soybean oil, sunflower oil, and coconut oil, peanut oil. Duck fat, though available, but rarely exploited. It's mostly because of food habits. However, duck fat appears and is applied according to the specific dishes. For example, making dishes like roast duck, the natural fat under the duck skin is secreted, creates a characteristic greasiness and flavor for the dish. In water dishes like duck noodle soup, layer of duck fat floating on the broth to make the dish more vibrant. However, many customers tend to remove this fat to avoid the sensation of burning. You may not know it in France. Duck fat is the raw material. Makes the luxurious greasy taste of the fit delicacy, the canis or French fries. In many European countries, duck fat is also considered an alternative to butter. Thanks to its fat, it's got less bad cholesterol than lard. Duck fat is the secret ingredient of chefs to make things like potato chips, grilled vegetables with yellow outer shell, brittle while the inside remains soft porous. White sugar is higher than beef. Do you ever think sugar is considered white gold just because of color or not? Inherently, sugar that was once considered white gold is not simple just because of the color, but it's actually coming from tremendous economic value. It's no different than gold in the past. In the 14th century in England, the price of sugar is 10 times the price of beef. A pound of sugar at the time was equivalent a few $100s today. It's what normal people do all their lives. Not sure if it has been tasted once. Sugarcane is native to Southeast Asia, and by the Indians, invented the technique of condensing into crystals. Because Europe doesn't have the right climate to grow sugarcane, they have to import from remote areas through a series of intermediaries, taxation, and face the risks as pirates, storm, main process of transportation space. This has pushed the price of sugar up. At first, Europeans didn't see sugar as a food. It's medicine. Medieval physicians believed that sugar can help digestion well, relieve abdominal pain, increase energy, and extend service life. Therefore, they are sold in pharmacies and bought as a high-grade functional food, similar to ginseng or cordyceps today. Profits from the roads so large that it's like the oil of the 17th century. The great powers of Europe have vied for the colony and established giant plantation systems in the Caribbean and Brazil to produce this white gold. What about you? You see the value of this spice. Remember to share it right down to the comment section. The material is considered gold. Next, this may surprise many of you. It's clearly grown in Vietnam, but no one's paying attention. Liquid yellow tea tree in China. Look at this. Do you realize what kind of fruit it's relatively similar to? Common in our mountainous areas or not? Same name, but this tree. Wild colors on the mountains of China. Tea tree, or also known as tea tree. On the screen you're looking at is the tea tree. This red fruit is very popular in the countryside. When China blooms, the flower will be white. It's not a fruit to eat that farmers often use to press into oil. It's called liquid gold. Very few people know about this fruit because most only use its leaves. These teas are usually very cheap. However, their seeds contain a lot of flowers. Tea seed oil is good as olive oil. The processing is also very complicated, and it takes a lot of time. A basket of tea seeds makes 500 milliliters of oil. So it's been likened to liquid gold. 500 milliliters of tea seed oil. It can sell for hundreds of dollars. Seeds of quality tea plants. It will produce high purity oil. Yellow in mild fragrance and nutritional oil. In the autumn, the tea tree or the tea tree will give lots of fruit. As they raw and fall to the ground, people will collect it and take it home. The unwarmed fruits should be incubated for about a week. Then completely dry it. After BA 4 days, the skin of the tea will automatically crack to reveal the black particles inside. After peeling, continue to dry the seeds. When the tea is completely dry, organic substances such as starch, sugar can be converted into oil and fat. Continuously drying for 1 or several months, the oil content of the tea will increase, and people started squeezing it to extract it into oil. According to some sources, tea tree must plant 3 new years for fruit. After 5 years can produce abundant output. However, they have a long life. Each planting can yield a harvest of 4055. Red-yellow saffron pistil of the world. Look at this beautiful flower. If you don't say, can you guess? What kind of flowers are they or not? Yes, this is the saffron flower. Its 2 flowers are considered. It's the most expensive food in the world. Its value higher than caviar of fine vanilla beans, wasabi, and any food that you're thinking about. They're even considered red gold. It's considered the happy medicine of the rich. The price of up to $500 million VND per 1 kilogram is still expensive. You didn't hear it wrong. Saffron flowers have a strange name, but they're pistil. It is world famous. It's an extremely rare spice. Since ancient times, they were used to dye water-based clothes and create flavor in the dish. Alexander the Great added saffron to his bath water to heal wounds after the battle. Even the Queen of Egypt mixed saffron pistil with shower gel to maintain beauty. Now this spice is made from HOA. That's up to $16,000 to $25,000 per kilogram, equivalent to 376 to 588 million. People often refer to saffron flowers as red gold, because to get this material, it requires a lot of work. Every autumn, saffron flowers only bloom for a few weeks. Right then, saffron producers will focus on harvesting, picking flowers early in the morning, then separate the pistil. The microfiber red inside cotton flower. It takes a skillful and patient hand. Saffron pistil. It's one of the indispensable ingredients of European cuisine. When you're in the good stuff, famous from pastries, veal fish stuffed roast lamb. Typical dishes of many European countries make the guests one taste to remember forever. Listen to this class value. Have you been curious about its taste? If there is, then remember to leave your share below the comment section right away. Honey. You're probably all too familiar with this material, and maybe even the owner. Let's go swimming like this. Yes, that's honey. In Vietnam, honey is viewed. It's an ingredient for some folk remedies, and it's a beauty aid, cooking. And in the world, honey has a place. It's very flashy. It's called liquid gold or the food of the gods. There are nutritional benefits, and the therapy goes beyond its usual use as a sweetener in cuisine. For those of you who don't know, honey has a unique. It's never decomposed. So these 2,000-year-old honey jars, it was found in ancient Egyptian tombs. They taste as sweet as the day they were stored. Thanks to high sugar, low humidity and characteristic acidity, bacteria and mold, it can't grow in pure honey. The honey is stored properly, can keep the nutritional value intact over thousands of years. To make a kilogram of honey, workers have to fly about 80,500 kilometers and suck honey from millions of flowers. Some special types, such as Monica honey. It's also called liquid gold, literally, because of the rarity and the mining process. Extremely harsh. Even if you want to own a bottle of honey. Century of Turkey. You have to order BA up to 12 months in advance. 2021. Century was awarded the 6th Guinness Book of World Records. It is the most expensive honey in the world. Regular price is $10,800 USD per 1 kilogram, equivalent to nearly 300,000 G. Emerald type can be up to a comma of 1 million USD per 1 kilogram. It takes 15 years to harvest. Honey is said to be replaceable. Whole refined sugar, instant power supply, without a sudden spike in blood sugar. Very good for health. That's it. There are things that we use every day. I even left it in the kitchen, without knowing that in many parts of the world, they were once considered gold. It's a symbol of wealth and power. Even the cause. It's led to some of the most violent struggles in history. And if you like today's theme, don't forget, support us in a very simple way. I like to share VI. Then subscribe to channel Top 1 Discover, and press the little notification button next to it to update new videos as quickly as possible.